Hello. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you all had a great weekend, got some relaxation or not, or had a super fun weekend. Yeah, it's Monday, so work week has started. I know I was looking forward to, or not looking forward to today. I wish the weekend was longer. But yeah, anyone do anything exciting over the weekend? Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started because there's a lot of things I want to talk about and I want to have enough time to talk about them and give all of my opinions on things because I'm really excited for today's live. I will be sharing, as you can tell by the title, how I styled my coffee table. And so remember, if this is your first Verishop live stream, you do get 15% off all of the products I will be sharing, and you can preview all of those products if you go to the icon with the circle and the 4 little squares. You'll be able to see all the products and the deals, the 15% off deals. So we're just going to jump right in because I literally cannot wait to show you everything I got and how I styled my coffee table because I love it so much. And if you follow me on Instagram or if you've been to my profile on the Verishop app, you would have already seen my picture of how I styled my coffee tables. So I'm really excited to just talk about the products now. So the first thing I have to share is this beautiful, beautiful tray. So my apartment is pretty small. It's a small 600 square foot, 1-bedroom apartment. And I knew I didn't want my living space to feel super cluttered. So you can see here, I actually have a glass coffee table. I feel like it opened up the space more because it is clear and there's no like shelf or anything underneath. It's just one acrylic glass coffee table. And I knew when putting stuff on top of the coffee table, I didn't want it to be super cluttered. I didn't want to have too much stuff on it. So I thought I'll just get a tray, put a few cute little things on the tray, and that'll be that. I might get a coffee table book at some point, but I don't have that right now. If anyone has suggestions for a good coffee table book, let me know because I want a really cute looking one that would also be like something I would actually want to like flip through and read, you know? So anyways, the first item I have to share is this Copenhagen Salon rattan tray, and I am obsessed with this. It is so beautiful. I know it is on the pricier side. So you can see here it was originally $118, but you can get it for $100. So you do get a good discount. But I know not everyone might want to spend that much money on a tray, which I totally get. But this tray is gorgeous. I love it so much. You have this black trim, which is like really sturdy, and then this rattan cane like center, which I'll talk about in a little bit how sturdy it is. But this is by the brand Norman Copenhagen. They have a lot of really cute objects. I know they're based in Denmark and it's a Danish company. I don't know if all their products are made there, but they all have the more like modern kind of Scandinavian design to all of their products. So definitely love this tray. My apartment is all neutrals. I feel like every young person's apartment is all neutrals. And so obviously these are neutral colors and I love it. I love the black and I love that the rattan caning kind of adds, you know, a little bit of warmth. So it's not like a blank black tray. I feel like that might make the space a little darker. And the patterning of the caning also adds like a unique texture to my space. I don't really have any patterns in here or any textured objects or anything. So this rattan kind of adds that nice texture to my space. And then regarding the tray itself, I was a little concerned that it was going to be not super sturdy like with this material, but as you'll see throughout this live, I do put quite a few heavier items on it, and it has held up really nicely. I've had it for about a month. But mind you, I do just keep it on my coffee table, just sitting on my coffee table. I'm not really carrying it around with all the heavy stuff on it. So I think if you're constantly carrying it around with heavy things on it, like you can see it just bounce a little, but I wouldn't recommend carrying it around with a bunch of heavy things on it because it probably would break at a certain point. But if you're just using it like I am, like a tray on your coffee table, on your nightstand, on your dresser, anywhere, and just putting a few things on it, I feel like this will last you a really long time, and I feel like that kind of justifies the price. It's also just, it's so unique. I've never seen a tray like this, and it has like these little, what do you even call these? Like rivets where you can like put your thumbs. Is that even what those are meant for? I don't know, but it feels really nice, and I'm so obsessed with this tray. Like, so cute. And it's also like the perfect size for my coffee table. I feel like it's like, I mean, I can't really show you and I don't know the exact dimensions, but it fits really nicely. And also, as you'll see, I can fit so many things on it. Okay, so that was the Norman Copenhagen Salon rattan tray. Now I'm going to share this Brooklyn Candle Studio Santorini candle I have right here. Unfortunately, it looks like it is sold out. So maybe it'll come back in stock during this live, but if not, you can go click on the 4 little squares in a circle, and I did put some other Brooklyn Candle Studio candles that are in stock that you should get because these candles are amazing. This one, like I said, is a Santorini candle. It smells like fig, red currant, and like amber and sandalwood. It smells so good. Like I'm really bad at explaining scents, but it has like fruity from like the fig and red currant, but then you kind of get the undertones of the sandalwood, so it kind of makes it not smell as sweet, which is nice because I don't like my apartment smelling like an overwhelmingly sweet smell or an overwhelmingly musky smell. I kind of like in the middle, and I feel like this is the perfect scent. And I've burned it a couple times, so you can see it just smells so good. But yeah, something about Brooklyn Candle Studio I love is they are handmade in Brooklyn, Brooklyn, New York. So they use sustainable wax, I believe, and it's just a really good, sustainable, cruelty-free, vegan, all the good ethical things we love to see in a business, and we love supporting small businesses. I also love how cute is this jar. It's a nice glass jar, and I love the labeling on it. So like something I love doing with candles is, especially if it's a cute jar, once you burn out the candle, you clean it out and use the jar for something else. So definitely once this candle is done, I will probably put plants in here, or maybe even just use it as like a glass to drink out of. That would be really cute. But that was the Brooklyn Candle Studio Santorini candle. Like I said, it does look like it's sold out, but let me share a couple other ones that are still in stock. This is the Brooklyn Candle Studio like earthy collection. So there's 3. I believe it's the scents Kyoto, Italia, and Santorini. So Santorini is the one I have. I don't know what the others smell like, but I think they're all kind of the fruity, woodsy smell. So I'm sure they smell amazing. I have never had a different Brooklyn Candle Studio candle before, but I've heard they all smell really good. So if you specifically want the Santorini one, you can get this set, since the Santorini one itself is sold out right now. And I feel like $42.50 for 3 candles is such a good deal. Like it was originally $50, but you can get it for $42.50, which, I mean, if you love candles as much as I do, you might as well get that. You can put all 3 of those in different rooms. You can put them all next to each other in the same room, burn a different one every day. Like I say go for it if you love candles. And then the other Brooklyn candle that I wanted to share is this Neroli Noir candle. So again, it was originally $35, but you can get it for $29.75. And I don't have that one, but I really want to get it. I love the look of this one as well. So you see how this one is like the clear jar with the writing, which again, I love. This one, it's like a black jar with like that white label. And I think that would also look really good in my space and any space that's neutral, but also just any space. And I've heard that this one smells really, really good too. I think I was on the Verishop Instagram and the live they did today. One of the ladies was talking about how she has this candle and it smells really good. So I definitely want to get that one. And just supporting small businesses is so important. And this one is so good. Everything smells so good. I feel like you can tell that they put a lot of like hard work and pay attention to detail in their products. Like it's one thing to have a candle that smells good, but when you have like a jar that's so beautiful and the labeling is so nice, just makes it so much better. So we have the Norman Copenhagen Salon Rattan tray. I'm so sorry, that was my dumpster. And then the Brooklyn Candle Studio Santorini candle that I'm just going to place right here. I know you won't be able to see the entire tray. That's why I posted a picture, and I'll try my best to maybe like lift it up and show you, but I don't want to risk dropping and breaking anything, so we'll see. So the next couple items I'm going to share also have to do with candles. So this is a wick trimmer. I actually got this in a set off of Amazon, but I did just present the Florist Lane wick trimmer, and it looks the exact same, and will do the exact same thing. And this one's also another great deal, super cheap. It was originally $11, but you can get it for $9.35. And wick trimmers are so important if you're someone who burns candles a lot, like I do. I burn a candle like every single night. And I feel like a lot of people don't know this, but you need to trim your wicks. Like even the first time you use it, it helps even out the burn in your candle, and it also helps your candle last a lot longer. So when I learned this, I think a couple years ago, one of my roommates was like, you don't trim your wicks, when I was like burning a candle. It's like, what the heck, you're supposed to do that? I just didn't even know that was a thing. So for a while I was just taking like normal scissors and like cutting the wick, but it gets kind of hard, especially when your candle is deeper, because you have to like cut at weird angles and whatnot. So what I love about any wick trimmer you'll find is that there's like this, what do you even call that? Like this shape, it like this like indentation, so that when I go to trim my wick, I can just put it straight in and snip it. I'm not going to do it right now, but it can just go straight in, and you can cut it as opposed to trying to like do it at like a weird awkward angle. So I definitely recommend getting a wick trimmer. I love just like this matte black one. Again, this one I didn't get on Verishop, but that one looks from Florist Lane, looks the exact same. And honestly, even if you don't use it all the time, it looks so cute just like sitting on your tray on your coffee table, or sitting on your TV stand, or sitting on a shelf. Like it just looks so cute. I feel like wick trimmers have such a unique shape, and like, I don't know, they'll look cute in anyone's home. So if you're a candle snob, you definitely need a wick trimmer. So I'm just going to place that right here on my coffee table. I know you can't really see it, but it's just going to go right there next to my candle. And the other thing related to a candle is a candle snuffer. So again, I got this one, excuse me, in a set on Amazon. So this one matches my wick trimmer. But a candle snuffer is like think of Intuit. Your wick trimmer you use first. So you trim your wick, you burn your candle, and then the candle snuffer you use last. So it's used to snuff out the flame. I know it's such a funny word, candle snuffer, but when you have your candle burning, obviously mine is not right now, you just take your snuffer and you just hold it over the flame until it starts smoking, and that's when you know the flame is out. So it's just a safer way to blow out your candle, especially if you've been using or burning a candle for a really long time. You get that like puddle of hot wax, and sometimes, and this has happened to me, so maybe I'm just clumsy, but if you blow a little too hard, the wax kind of spills out and it can get in your face, on your clothes, on your table. So this just makes it a lot cleaner. It's also just, I don't know, it's so fun to use and it's so cute. I love it. And so the one I have shown here is the Norman Copenhagen Pirouette candle snuffer. So the same brand that makes this tray. So Even though I don't have this candle snuffer, I'm sure it's amazing because I'm obsessed with this tray, so I'm obsessed with all their other products too. It's also gold, so I feel like I'm not a big gold person. I love the matte black, but if you're someone who likes having the gold accents in your house, I feel like a lot of people who have neutrals can have like gold knobs or like a gold candle snuffer, and I think that would look really nice just to add some bling to your space. Also, I love this candle snuffer because it's not, you know, I feel like all candle snuffers I've seen have like this shape to them, like the like cylinder looking shape, whereas this one, when you see the actual snuffer part, it looks like a beanie or like a Santa hat. It's so cute. It's like a little, more like a cone shape, and I feel like that's really cute. So if you need a candle snuffer, this is a great option. Originally $34, you can get it for $28. So great deal. And just like the Wick Trimmer, I just leave it on my coffee table on the tray, just leave it laying, and it looks really cute too. So even if you don't use it, like, it's cute decor. Okay, so moving on, we have, I looked it up, the Norman Copenhagen tray, my Brooklyn Candle Studio Santorini candle. I have other candles that I could put here, but this is the one I'm leaning towards right now. So I'm just gonna put that here. And then we also have our Wick Trimmer and our candle snuffer. So moving on kind of away from candles and candle maintenance, I have the next thing I'm going to share, which I am so obsessed with, is the Parmentile Shop marble coaster set. And I got it in the color Roman, which is like their neutral white color. I believe it's called Roman to kind of like after Roman architecture, you know, like marble columns and stuff like that. This small business, Parmentile Shop, I actually discovered on Verishop, and I love all of their things. I only have this marble coaster set, but I think I'm going to get some of their other things because they also have, they kind of look the same like a square, but it's a little taller, that I think they call their pedestals, and then they have like longer versions of that, so it's like a longer tray, and I think they call those their vanities. And they look so pretty, and I think they would look so cute with like jewelry on them or like your little perfume, stuff like that. But anyways, this is the marble coaster. So originally $47, we can get it for $39.95. Again, I think it's a great deal because these are like indestructible unless you throw them on the ground. So really heavy, really great. It came with a set of 4, but I only have 1 on my coffee table. The other 3 are over on my dining table. But I wanted to show you up close how it's like not a perfect white. So you can see it has like kind of a tan beige color with like white specks and like white veins, and this side is like, it's really flat, and then this side has a little bit of a texture to it with like lines. And so I love how this is like super unique. When you think of like a white marbling color, I kind of think of, you know, like a kitchen counter, what that white marble would look like, and I didn't really want that for the space. I think that would have been a little too bright and shiny, so I love that this is a more muted white and it's not shiny, it's super matte. And I love that it's not perfect. Like, it's handmade, so it's not going to be perfect. Like, you can see this corner is a little chipped, like it's not a perfect square. And I like that because it adds like character and uniqueness, which if you just got a normal like white marble coaster from somewhere wouldn't look like that. I feel like I've never seen something like this before, and I like having things that are unique that you can't really find anywhere. So definitely check out the Parmentile Shop. I love everything that they have. And this, I actually don't use it as a coaster on my coffee table. I have it just as like another little, let me turn it a little so you can see, like another little tray on my tray, mainly because my coffee table is glass. I'm just, knowing me, I know I would accidentally drop this and it would not only break, but probably also scratch up my glass coffee table. So that's why I just have this sitting here like a separate little tray. I like that it also adds kind of like layers, so it's not just one flat surface. You have like an extra layer that sits on top. And what I use it for is, oops, I just have like these gold bracelets and these gold rings. Oh, well, those are stuck, but you get what I'm saying. and I just have them sitting here. I think it's cool to have like on your coffee table or your TV stand or somewhere, just something on display that you don't really touch or that you don't really use. So that's what I wanted to do here, is just use this coaster as kind of like a display tray on this tray. And I just put gold jewelry to add like a little brightness and a little pop to my coffee table. But yeah, definitely check out Parmentile shop. This coaster is amazing. They have it in so many other colors that look cool too. Like they have one that's like a dark green. They have one that's more, I think it's called ash. It's like a darker gray, which honestly I might get, and I might put them like somewhere else, like maybe in my bedroom or something, because I like having coasters everywhere, because I use them for all my water bottles, glasses, coffee glasses, wine glasses, like literally everything. So check them out. So far we have the Norman Copenhagen tray, the Brooklyn Candle Studios Santorini candle, the candle accessories here, and the Parmentile shop coaster. And I just want to show you guys, I am not strong, but I can lift this up and it doesn't seem to be breaking the rattan like caning. It doesn't even seem to be pushing it down, and the candle is pretty heavy and the coaster is pretty heavy because it's marble. So I just wanted to show that to you guys because it's just to show you how strong it is. Like I probably wouldn't recommend like putting all my candles on here and carrying it around, but it can definitely hold quite a lot, which I was honestly surprised by. So the other things I put on my coffee table that I actually don't have on Verishop, but I'm still going to show you, these are the coasters I actually use for my coffee table. These are from Target. They're just black circular wood, and they're actually pretty soft, so when I put them on my glass coffee table, I'm not worried about it scratching or breaking or anything. And then it's fall, so I also have a pumpkin. This is just a cute little white pumpkin from Trader Joe's. I'm just going to place it right here. Okay, this doesn't look perfect, but it's fine. You know, just to get a little festive, and then once the fall is over, maybe I'll put like a tiny little like Christmas tree here or something. I don't know, but I like having festive decoration, and this is white, so it matches, you know, the whole neutral aesthetic of this coffee table tray. And I prefer white pumpkins over orange pumpkins always. So that is, okay, I'm not going to do that. My coffee table tray and how I style my coffee table. So I'm going to go back to the beginning and just share them all again. So the first item, which is the like base of my decor, is this Norman Copenhagen Salon rattan tray. I am obsessed with this. I love it so much. The black like trim is super, super sturdy. And then you have the rattan like caning in the center, which is really strong. It kind of brings some warmth into the space as opposed to if this was just a black tray. And I like that I have that, especially because I have these other black items on it, so it helps warm it up. I also love how on the sides here, and you can see in the picture, there's like this little dip where you can put your thumb. So if you are carrying this around, I think I saw in some other people's lives that they use this tray as like a breakfast in bed or coffee in bed, so they are carrying it around. I just have it sitting on my coffee table. But I think it would be great for literally anything you could use a tray for. So like your coffee table, your nightstand, your TV stand, your dresser, as like a breakfast coffee in bed tray. You could even put, if you have a bigger table, like in the middle of your table as like a centerpiece or like a lazy Susan. I feel like this tray could really be used for a lot. And I know it is expensive. Like it was originally $118. You can get it for $100. So not everyone wants to spend that much money on a tray, but I really do think this will last me a long time, and I do think it's worth it. So that means anything. This tray, I love this brand. I think is so great. They have really beautiful like Scandinavian decor, inspo, stuff like that. So then the next item I shared was this Brooklyn Candle Studios Santorini candle. Unfortunately, it is sold out right now, so I have a couple other options if you really want a Brooklyn candle. So this one is like a set of their escapist earthy scents. So I believe it's Santorini, Kyoto, and Italia. So if you really want Santorini candle, definitely get this one. It is only $42.50 for 3 candles, which I feel like is such a great deal. Honestly, I might even get that because I love this candle so much and I want to see what the other 2 scents smell like. And another option, if you want something from Brooklyn Candle Studio, is their Neroli Noir candle, which is this one, which I also want. I think it also kind of has a fruity scent to it, and it has a black jar as opposed to this clear jar, which I think is so beautiful and would fit in really any space because black matches everything. And I mean, this one too, it's just clear. But I feel like that one's really fun too for like this time of year, like spooky season, you know, like a black candle would look really cool. So I'll probably get that one too. And then the next couple of things I had shared were, you know, candle accessories. So we have this Wick Trimmer. The one I'm sharing with you is from Florist Lane. I actually got this one in a set from Amazon, but it's basically the exact same thing. And you can get this Wick Trimmer for only $9, which is such a good deal. And wick trimmers are so important for making sure your candle burns evenly and also making sure, or not making sure, but your candle will last longer if you trim the wick. And like I had mentioned earlier, I love that wick trimmers have like this indent, so it's easy to just, wow, I'm not holding this correctly, but whatever, to just go in, especially when it's deeper, and just cut, as opposed to, I used to trim my wicks with just normal scissors, and it would be so hard when the candle got farther, or, you know, you had to get at a weird angle because you want your wick to trim evenly, because then you get an even burn. And the other candle accessory was a candle snuffer. Again, the one I have right here, I got in the same set as the Wick Trimmer on Amazon, so it's not the one I'm presenting, but the one I'm presenting is from Copenhagen, so the same brand that did this coffee table tray, and it's their Pirouette candle snuffer. And again, candle snuffers are just great for putting out your candle. No mess, you just hold it there for a couple seconds, the flame is gone. You don't have to worry about blowing the hot wax everywhere, which is nice. And this one that I'm presenting to you is $28. And it's very pretty gold color, so if you want, I prefer having like black accents all around my place, but if you prefer having gold, this one would be great for you. It's really different too. It looks really cute. It's not like your typical handle and then like cylinder snuffer. It's like a cone shape, which I actually think is so cute because it has the little like circle on top, so it looks like a cute little beanie or like a Santa hat or something, and I love that. Okay, anyways, that was all the candle stuff. And then next I shared these marble coasters from the Parmentile shop. So I love these so much. Like I had said before, I'm not using them as coasters on my coffee table, just because my coffee table is glass. I'm afraid the marble will scratch it up too much, but I love how unique these coasters are. Like, it's not a perfect white, like nothing is really perfect about this, and that's what I like about it. It's so unique. It has a little bit of a texture, and the patterning in here is so pretty. And it's also not a perfect square, like there's some chips on the ends. So I just think it looks nice, and because it is kind of a more beigey muted white and it's matte, it doesn't really scream at you, like it really blends into this space nicely. And I just use it as like a little tray to present these gold pieces of jewelry. You can use it for as a coaster. I think it's always fun to have something that's just that you don't use, that's just decor, and this kind of adds a nice layer to the tray as well. And then the other things that you can see on this coffee table tray are these coasters, and these are the coasters that I actually use. So they're from Target, not the Verishop app, but they're a little softer, so I feel better about using them on my glass coffee table. And then the last thing, again, not from Verishop, is just this cute little white pumpkin. It is fall, it is October, and this is my favorite time of year, so I love decorating my apartment with pumpkins and stuff like that. But that is how I decorated my coffee table. If no one has any other questions, I'll probably go ahead and end this live so I can go eat some lunch. And yeah, definitely check out all of these brands: Brooklyn Candle Studio, Parmentile Shop, Norman Copenhagen, Florist Lane. All of them are so great. I discovered all of them on Verishop, and they are all wonderful. So thank you for tuning in. I'll be back sometime next week. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm going to be sharing like all of my beauty finds, so my favorite beauty finds from the Verishop app. Yeah, have a great day, everyone.